Hi everyone. I hope that you're doing well. I'm really bored. So this is like my third video for today. Welcome back if you are returning back and all that kind of stuff. My name is Shannon Hensley. If you are new, audio discretion advised. If you have little ones around, sometimes some real heavy information, OMG stuff comes out on this platform. We don't hold back. We let the Most High God of the universe speak, and He most certainly does. I fear Him and I revere Him. This is not a religious channel. God Himself is not religious. He's righteous. And so if you're in the truth, even if you're not in the truth, but you are stuck in something and you know that you want to be in the truth, then stay. Stay and turn from something. Everybody's fallen down on the earth sometime in their life, and the Most High tells us that there are people who fall down and fall into mischief, and then there are people that fall down and get up and do what's correct, and I really hope you're on that side of things. So anyway, I'm bored. I did a bunch of laundry after the sun went down, and so now I'm just kind of sitting here, and was sitting here with the Most High, and thought I would just sit here with you as well and see what's going on. I have freedom of speech and I have rights. Nobody has the right to take my rights away, nor you. And so I just like to say that on my platform. If you are new, Most High, I just thank you for who you are. Come on in here, just begin to speak. I kept seeing this deck today, which is the Heaven and Earth deck, so we're going to use it. Show me what you want to bring out for collective energies. If you missed the element sign readings today, it is in the live section. There is no timestamps, and I apologize for that. But anyway, you get to scroll through. Everybody has all the elements inside of us anyway, for what they represent. Pentacles represents us in this physical realm, having to get grounded and stuff. And obviously we know that cups represent emotional things. Air is our words and our thoughts, and fire is spiritual things. And so you could watch the whole video all the way through, whether you're a cross watcher or not. The Most High, I believe, will speak to you because He does, and He wants to speak to you and I. And I appreciate God for doing that. He's a very present help in time of need. It's coming through real strong. So somebody needs help. The Most I say, He's a very present help in time of need. Okay, so if you're in the truth, He's there for you. Nothing's too impossible for Him. We have the Six of Swords and the Six of Pentacles. So this, must I said, for some of you all today, money was coming. For some of you all, it may be a bribe. Somebody could get the scales over their head in some matter. Somebody could be secretly traveling. I'm noticing these swords are down in front of somebody. Somebody is in some type of a cab or bus or plane or something like that. There's some type of, somebody's not talking here. It's coming through that way, whatever that is. Could be legal matters around some stuff. But this is equal giving and taking. Six is about also choices. There could be a bunch of people talking about some stuff up here as well. All right, let's see. Eight of Pentacles, something at your job could be here. Why is this coming out here, please? Birds are chit-chatty. I feel like there's gossipy stuff, but if somebody is also being quiet around gossipy stuff, there was groups of people that have come out today as well, or a group bound together in something. This is about having the rite of passage. Somebody's broken the chain of a devil. That's good, and somebody's out of control about it. If that's why you got to be quiet to move forward, or somebody with you is just like, just stay still, we're just going to move forward here. Somebody's broken the chain of the devil. Good for you. Good for me as well. This individual is absolutely out of freaking control on something that's going on, because somebody's broken free and somebody's moving forward. I guess they are. You have the right of passage to do that. No devil in hell has a right to hold you back from anything in this realm. The devil wants to control you and I. And no, sorry. No, don't think so. Don't know who you are, where you come from, but no, I don't think so. And so somebody's breaking free from some nonsense, and somebody has a right passage to do something here. Page of Pentacles in the reverse. So there's the Emperor. There's a boss figure here attached to something going on as well. This wording in the pictograph goes to somebody being shackled with chains to go to prison. And we've seen the word prison a couple different ways today. So somebody is getting the scales over their head. Scales are right here. in something that's going on. A bunch of people talking about it. Intelligence is here around some stuff. Okay, and somebody is real quick. It's trying to do some fast talking here with this in the reverse and the Page of Pentacles. You can't, whoever this individual is around devil-like energies that have had people tied to some stuff, they really try to get their control on something because they're out of control, because somebody's broken free from their stupidness. So they may be trying to offer a little piece of money here, or something like that is out here. This just jumped out that way in the reverse. Somebody's been cookie crumbing somebody, or you've been doing that. But the Emperor is here around something. So your boss or a leadership is out here around something. Show me this Emperor with this Devil. If the Emperor's in the upright, he's going to get up, protect something. And he's going to sit here and navigate what's going on in a situation and just say, hey, just be quiet. I'm going to move this thing for you. There's some leadership that's out here showing itself. Thank you, Most High. But he is about protection. And somebody's protecting and helping somebody break a chain. And then some. When you say nothing at all, what is that? It's coming through. It came through earlier, and I was like, I wonder why that's coming through. That song, When You Say Nothing at All. Somebody knows something. You don't have to say nothing. They know. I'm hearing somebody's like, I'm understanding something. Because now I'm remembering in that reading, we had mottos coming out about I am knowing, about somebody using somebody, and the devil is an imposter. And that those mottos here, the first house is I am, and the 10th house is I use. I am using. Somebody knows, somebody's knowing somebody's been used out here. Somebody knows something. And when somebody opens their mouth to try to do something, maybe even in a physical way out here, and they don't get what they want, because somebody breaking free from something, they're going to lose control. You're going to know something out here. But I feel like somebody's paying attention to something when you don't even have to say anything, because I'm watching. And maybe you have exchanged something without talking in some physical way here, but somebody knows what that's about. They've got an aha moment of something here. Okay, not everybody's going to jail and stuff like that. There's secrets out here. Something's emotional on somebody and they're losing control. They're not mature at all. With that Page of Pentacles in the reverse and the Knight in the reverse, somebody is not mature at all. Okay? Show me more information here. Dos. There's two of something here. Somebody's an imposter with the devil being here. Or something around Mexican energy, but I'm getting that in the phonics. Okay. South Dakota could be here as well, attached to something going on. The S and the D, an SD card could be involved in something that is also going on out here. Show me more information. Fight the battle, Jehovah, because the battle belongs to you and you alone. Okay, there's somebody going to jail, never getting out. Okay, somebody crazy. There's a war out here. And for some of you all, whoever has been trying to put you in that energy of being incarcerated, the chain's broken for the upright people, and the devil now is in his own chain. It's because somebody's going to go to prison. They ain't never going out, because the Most High brought maximum protection for somebody's case out here. Okay? In the reverse is also a treachery, because there has been treachery. Somebody's been an imposter out here. Jumped on that devil. So whoever's breaking free, having to push through, and whoever is allowing somebody to just sit there, be quiet, I'm going to get you through this thing, has integrity to get away from this devil, you're going to be able to get it done. This is a wounded warrior. There's been wounding out here. Show me more information. So there is a headship. The Judgment can be a headship card. It's coming out in the crossing here. There's a word out here that goes to circling around for a renewal and a destruction. Again, somebody's out of control. If somebody thinks they're going to now, because somebody broke free from something, tra-la-la-la-la, here I come again, then here comes some stupid here. Again, because the devil wants to put the control on you, because there's a Jezebel somewhere. They're going to get judged out here. Okay? And so they're coming out sideways. This is the head of something is out here in a really big way. Somebody's name could be Rose, but we keep getting roses all over the place on the channel in pictures and in wording. But the R and the S is out here. We have a senior that is out here, senior in high school, senior in college, a senior in your age, like senior citizen could also be out here as well. A raid, something about somebody being raided real quick could be here. Something public's going on. Somebody got a public victory, or you can get public victory if you're in the upright of this matter. Two of Wands at the bottom of the deck. The R, the D, something red, or the D and the R is also a doctor, but it also makes the phonics of that door that we've seen all day in different cards and in pictures, but that makes the Emperor alone represents a door, and then the D and the R make the door. So the door energy is out here. The D, the R, and the S is out here. Rhodes. Somebody's name could be Rhodes. I don't know. Six of Pentacles in the reverse. Or, excuse me, the Six of Wands in the reverse. You have the Empresses in a negative energy. They lost something here. In the negative. And if you're in the upright with the Empress energy, then you've got a victory out here. She's about being caring, kind, gentle. She's also got the legal skills within her as well. Now, we had a maladministration that came out today really heavy. And so whoever's up in this high place out here, because we did see the Emperor come out today in those readings. Whatever's going on, there's been a warfare, maybe with your parents, at your work, with colleagues, whatever it is. This would protect one another in the upright. It's a perfect match. It's for a high calling in the earth realm to do something for the Most High God. But whoever's trying to come in, but to thank you, Most High. Right before I got started, he said somebody was trying to stand in between a connection. And so whoever's trying to do what, they're losing it. Because that's the karmic is out here around something going on. Some karmic idiots trying to stand in the way of something. Something public about it. Something public about it. Somebody getting the victory in something. But this Six of Wands jumped on the Six of Pentacles. So that was that bribery energy that's coming out here. So if the Empress is not in the upright, she's very superficial. She's a bad mother for some cases. She's just not a good person at all in the negative of her energy. And she's everything positive in the upright. Eight of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Let's take some words. Show me some words on this communication here in the reverse. People are going to wake up to some stuff with the Judgment card, because it shows people coming right up out of the grave itself on this Judgment. This is a final verdict on something going on here. It says boundaries. Okay, well, it's jumping up over here on this. I'm going to give you something with the Six of Pentacles, but that pentacle for a lot of you on that bribe is out here. It's in the reverse. You're going to get caught up in something. This says there's disrespect out here. Somebody very disrespectful, whoever's in that devil energy. Enough is what the card says. And it says for us to defend ourselves. That was that Nine of Wands pushing through anyway. Somebody don't have no... whoever is in that position that came out on the maladministration, they're abusing their power somewhere. You don't have a right to get up in here and control a person. We have freedom of speech and we have rights. Today, there's consequences on you today. On some nonsense. Also, there's stagnant energy, burned bridges, because somebody's broken this thing with the devil. And letting go is the other card. Okay? Again, something's been released out here. Thank you, Most High. Timing to some things is out here. This says procrastination, too busy, delays have been out here and stuff like that. But pay attention to some things. People are procrastinating. There's something behind that. What else you want to bring out here, Most High? somebody's, if somebody is thinking that they want to marry you, or they've been procrastinating, something may be wrong with that. For some of your cases, the proposal card came out, and says an offer of a proposal is here. Okay, well, anyway, if somebody's trying to stand in between that, and that's been a delay on something like that, something's for you, folks. No one has a spiritual legal right or a natural legal right to stand in between two people that have a connection, and they're okay, and they love one another, and it's all okay with God and godly. Nobody has a right to stand in between that. Somebody be acting like something out here with that devil, or that is a third party. This is about getting on the right path, because somebody has broken the chain of a devil. Good. There's a wish out here. Somebody has a wish. Okay, well, so some of you all, somebody has a stupid wish out here, because they come in real quick. We know somebody's been jealous. There's the time again. Somebody's two-faced out here. Something about a clock or a time or a watch or something is out here. Timing is around something. You know, the devil represents time as well. It wants to jump out over here. It wants to jump out because something's public around something going on. It's jumping out over here on that Six of Pentacles and the Six of Wands that's in the reverse. Whoever's trying to bribe somebody to get a public victory in a wicked way ain't going to work out for you. Not if you're not upright. It's just not going to work out for you, folks. It's just not. So anyway, this has a meaning of delays as well. On some type of traveling is here, or a boat connection. That water stuff comes out all the time, or just some type of travel in general is here. What else is in the hidden space? Time's up on somebody. And because this is the scripture showing us right here. King Solomon tells us that every single thing you and I do, there's only a time and a season on it. At the end of it, everything's going to be judged at the end of a timing. And God's the one that alters the time and the seasons. And so something's out here around somebody getting judged on something here. Time's up. I don't care how long somebody's trying to delay something because they know a judgment's coming. You can't stop a judgment from the heavens. You and I could never do it. Ever. What else is in the hidden space, Jehovah? There's those doors and keys and locks and all that kind of stuff, because somebody can go to jail for something for a long. You're going to do time and never get out here. And others of you, you're getting out of something that somebody's put you in some type of energetic nonsense out here. It's going to go both ways for positive and negative people. And people are talking. And there is some type of a connection. Somebody matches somebody out here. Because the Emperor and the Empress is out here. And so we know that energy has the devil around it when the Empress energy comes out. Because we've talked about it real heavy on the platform. And so, but just in general energies. Some of you all, somebody's confused around some type of a timing as well. The sickle. There's danger out here. If you're not in the upright, there's no protection for you. There's never going to be any protection for people who are not in the upright. That's a dangerous card to get when it comes out. But I stated today, and the Most High was reminding me that the tares and the wheat, they grow together. Most High had me say that we are in the harvest. And the harvest, man, it's being separated. And so the sickle's going in, and the wheat are going into the barns, and the tares are getting burnt. Period. I don't know who you are, but it's dangerous if you're a tare. There was bad karma coming for somebody today. I don't remember whose reading that was. So the war is on. Somebody's real concerned. You should be concerned for some crap that you've done. I guess you just thought you were just going to go on and on and on and on and on some stupid stuff as this devil out here. You freak. Jehovah rebuke you, Satan. What else is out here? There is war out here, but the Most High is the God of war. He's going to shut it down because he is the one who shuts it down. Show me more information. He tells us to pursue peace. If they don't want it, we're ready to contend, folks. Nobody gets to control you and I. What we are biased to is the truth and uprightness. That's it. You want to be a lying sack of crap? We're going to fight against you. We don't want that crap in the earth. Because that's what you are, is excrement. There is a courtship that is out here. It landed on, I guess I had this deck turned upside down. It has karmics there. It has third parties, haters. Okay, that's what this is. Somebody's breaking free from this piece of nutcase. They're jealous of a connection out here is what it is. Messages are coming. The Lovers is here. Again, those of you who had cheating energy around something, there's been a warfare, I guess. So I feel like for the most part, though, there's somebody who matches somebody and the third party is nuts around it. There's a change going on. That was in the fire sign reading, that change. What else you want to bring out here? You look. An air pilot flipped over. Okay? So whatever this travel is, somebody's traveling, or you're just an air pilot. What else you want to bring out here? A return. Something about blackmail. Okay, look, let me tell you something, folks, because there is bribery that came out. That Six of Pentacles is here. Something around a new business or a boss energy is out here. Nobody can make you do some type of wickedness. I don't care what the pressure is. And some people have a gun up to your head. The Most High I know this is going to be hard to hear what I'm fixing to say. Either you're in the truth or not, but we're supposed to walk in truth and buy that truth, because buying the truth and not selling it for nothing cost us, but it gives us a reward at the end of something, even to your death. Because even if somebody is trying to blackmail you and you're scared and you give into it, you lose your soul. So then you already die spiritually. So either way, there's a death attached to that. For some cases, I guess somebody's going to put a gun up to your head. But you win in the end, even if you die for upright purposes, because you live forever. And the torment comes forever the other way. So nobody can really blackmail you. You give into it out of your fear, and then it screws you in the end. You're going to have to come to a point, because I used to, in my life, I could not stand to think about death. It used to scare me, and then I just hit a point in my life where I'm not scared of it at all, because there's more reality on the other side. That is the truth, to live forever. And when you know you're God and He's got you, and I've just seen Him exercise Himself in this realm to prove that, baby girl, I got something beyond this realm you ain't even seen yet. I ain't moved by it. There's some days I'm just like, get me out of this place now, God. But He's got a purpose for all of us, a time and a season for all of us. But nobody can really blackmail you. You're either strong and you stand in the truth, or you're weak and you're going to die anyway and turn into some karmics. I just got to tell that to you. You're more honorable to stand in the truth. People are crazy out here doing some nutcase stuff. And so somebody's got a danger around that. Don't let nobody blackmail you. Get up in their face, say, who do you think you are? If somebody wants to give you a bribe, why don't you tell them, why don't you go do it? Why do I have to do it? Why don't you go do it? What's the ulterior motive? Because somebody's wicked out here to pull a bribe out of their bosom to pervert your way. Just telling you. Okay? Show me more information. So this says somebody's returning to do something. Here we go again. Well, here we go again. It's time for you to kick the devil in his face. Somebody's name could be Charles, attached to something, just coming through that way. Somebody lives on a farm for some of your cases. There's a water sign connected with that school. Here's the school again. I didn't even use this deck. It was all over the place. And it was showing up in a very profound way. Anyway, if you're upright or not, or somebody that you went to school, or somebody's learning something out here for other cases, there's the word karmic here. Somebody is a karmic out here real strong. They are an imposter and they use people. That's what karmics do. They freaks. Somebody with black hair is involved in something, whether you're upright or not. You're being called out for some cases, specifically, whether you're male or female. Why that's significant, it just come out. Show me more information, please. The ocean, a pond, a lake, a stream, a river, a waterfall. Well, we've got these boats out here. Okay, it comes out all the time. There is a warning. There is a deadly sex disease. Okay, well, the STD was talked about today as well. You know, that is dangerous. Someone try to do something for sex. With the headship, for some cases, that somebody's using a headship to try to get what they want. Somebody would be married, then showing that way to look at the Emperor and the Empress a different direction. Somebody got a karmic around a matter. Okay? A narcissist. We have the word organization. And God did say that somebody was being exposed today. The mob was being exposed and a fake church was being exposed. And that was huge coming out. And the letter N is specifically here. And then there's also a truthful love. And so those of you who've got the third party around it, that karmic's around it trying to do something. Somebody's broken free from something with the connection. They're having a cow over something because they are jealous about your connection. Okay, now this is where I might lose some people. Okay, with this coming out the bottom of the deck. It's interesting because today I picked out, it's actually still poking out. Today this card came out. And we are in the hour where people are mixing nasty in the earth. This says, whosoever lies with a beast shall surely be put to death. And earlier this came out, not in a reading, but the Most High sit here sometimes and the Most High just reveals some stuff so I can pray or whatever. It's here twice to confirm something. So they got a sex disease because they laid down with some type of nasty animal and did some gross. That's why something is dangerous with this person. Deadly sex disease out here. That's sick. Somebody is sick. Gonna be exposed. Like I said, not that ain't gonna be for everybody, but it is for somebody out here. But and again, the Lover's card. This is intimate stuff going on. Somebody don't get their way and you do what's right out here, they're going to come unglued because they're an animal. They've become a Nephilim in the earth, folks. It's gross. That's the hour, like the days of Noah. Giants in the land, Nephilims, it's nasty. There's the beast showing itself right there. There's the other gentleman card. The darker skinned gentleman card came out earlier. Your partner's involved in something. For some of you all, whoever's involved with the police, okay? Your house is coming out here. Something about your home. There's the church. They're going to be exposed. It could be a church that has a school connected with it as well. But that picture of the church came out with another card. And then later in wording, it said a false church was exposed. And so God is still bringing it out here. It's in the next 24 hours. Somebody that maybe your soulmates or somebody you go to church with is involved in something here. Something's a burden out here on somebody. They're having a cow. The ring, the proposal energy is out here. Somebody's procrastinating some stuff. Whoever's in the karmic energy, or if you have just been saying, I don't know, then obviously that energy is in you to say, I don't know, for a reason. You got some crazy around the situation, I guess. So the document, the marriage contract or the mob contract that came out today, but something's been recorded in some way, shape, or form that was being talked about real heavy here. There's communication here. There's a burden. Occupation, feeling weighed down, long time stuff is here with this. Something very sacrificial going on. Very, very sacrificial. Obviously somebody wouldn't want nobody to know that they laid with an animal. Let me tell you what God says, folks. God said they must die. Any person who lays with an animal, the Most High God says they must die. That's gross. Like, who does that? Like, that's cray-cray energy. And we got a lot of people that's walking around on streets that have done secretive, nasty things and just talk right out of their head. I mean, you've got all kinds of things that people even recorded in public places. Just people just lost their mind and stuff. How many of those people have done some nasty things in secret to lose their mind? They obviously don't have God on the inside, because God tells us that if we have him on the inside, we keep our mind upon him, we're in perfect peace. I don't care what kind of a storm might be going on around us. I don't care if we cry sometimes. We still got our peace. The inner peace never leaves us. We got a lot of crazies out there. We got a lot of crazies. There's the crazy card right there. There's the milady right there. Somebody's holding their mind right there. Of course they are. Look, we're dealing with the Masons. And a lot of people don't even know this information. But at their headquarters, they had a sculpture of a man screwing an animal. Now, who in their right mind would sculpture something like that? That's bestiality. And you people that are and the Masons can be found in the church. We had a 33-degree Mason that I shared on the platform that came out of that stuff. And he shared about how they're found in the church. And I took the scripture itself and read right out in my, if you haven't seen The Hammer, just type my name in, The Hammer, Shannon Hensley. And we talk about the Masons, and we read it right out of scripture what they are. But we had a 33-degree Mason that I shared on the platform that gave his testimony about how pedophiles are also found there. And we know that that makes sense now to look at Revelations and what the church actually becomes in the last hour as a whore and prostitute, riding the dragon and stuff like that. And that's why God says, hey, my people, come out of her. Because it's really nasty. So they're there, folks. If you're involved in that organization, indirectly you're consenting to a lot of stuff that are secretive, even to you, possibly, if you don't know until you get to certain levels. And we had somebody got up to the 33, and the number 33 actually was showing itself to me today in those readings. And you get way up, and go behind the doors and do some stuff, you lose your soul at some point. At some point, you need to come out of that stuff, folks. It ain't a smart organization at all. It's demonic. Break the chain of the devil, man. Nobody can make you do anything. Somebody's house is here. And if a thief tries to come in any other way, because somebody tried to come through the window and not the door, because God was showing all the doors today, then they're false. They're a thief and a liar, is what Christ tells us. Okay? This God said right on this card, the thief has been caught. And the devil comes to steal, kill, and destroy, and he is a thief and a liar and a cheat. Look, the word return is out here, and this is somebody returning. This is a returning card. Again, a warning is with this individual. They're trying to get their way. The sickle's out on it. Sickle's out on it. There is a boss here. An authority figure is out here. Well, the emperor and the empress is out here, folks. Pick through my hands, Most High. Thank you. Hold up. A courthouse worker is involved in something. There's something legal going on around some stuff, or they don't want to go to jail. They're going to. Okay? When something's happened to a courthouse worker, whether you're upright or not. The word rest. You enter into the Most High's rest when you keep his commandments, folks. It says, speak not in the ears of a fool, for he will despise the wisdom of your words. Somebody is a fool out here. They're speaking backwards. Okay? They're trying to get their way on something that's going on. Don't talk to them. Make them go away. Necklaces, earrings, watches. That's incredible. The watch came out. It's prevalent. Jewelry, rings, things like that are coming out for somebody's connection in something. Somebody trying to bribe you with, here's a bunch of jewelry, or they stole jewelry, because there's a thief out here around something that's going on. Anyway, it's also somebody wants forgiveness of something. Okay, well, hopefully it's upright. Those of you who are upright, then you'll show yourself to be upright in something, because somebody's trying to hold somebody back from a connection out here. Okay, somebody wants forgiveness. There is a victory. It's going to take place in a matter. Well, it is. For somebody's losing something out here. Because the Six of Wands, there's winners and losers. The Six of Wands is in the reverse. I'm feeling this excitement on the inside. Something's going on. The in-laws are involved in some things. Doesn't surprise me. On the electronics, we already know it. Do I need to say your name, Missy? If you're new, I know who the criminals are on my things. And they think because they have connections to the law that they can break the law. And they are connected with this energy right here. And you will go to jail for some nonsense that you have done. You're not above the law. I don't care who you are. Nobody is. Co-workers. So it's incredible because the in-law card the other day came out of 2 decks in the same reading, and that's happened before on the platform with those in-laws. But those 2 in-law cards came out with the co-worker too, and there was a bunch of hater energy, and that card specifically states that there's hatred energy out here with these karmic stuff. That's incredible. So that it is showing sports or somebody who plays games out here behind closed doors. There's something going on, and singer energy is here. And again, the industry that has my music, I'm so sorry. You're not getting away with thieving. Sorry, the military's involved in some stuff. An earthquake, a shake, and a commotion. Yeah, somebody's out of control on some stuff out here. Well, Jehovah, we call upon you. This is not a game. People's lives are not a game. You already gave the word for 2026. Every wicked person going to the ditch. You ain't getting out of it. Got the blind leading the blind in some places out here in some false freaking church. We have the letter O. Oklahoma and Oregon could be out here as well. Okay? Somebody needs to say no. The N and the O came out just on something. Okay? This is money stuff around a matter. Inheritances. This is about traditional things as well. And this is a good luck or favor rune. Somebody got a victory out here on something. So also it's a 0, which is the Fool card. Something has been foolish. Somebody signed some stuff, and somebody signed a ton of stuff. I'm seeing the T, the O, and the N. Okay? Or a knot is here. If we're looking at just for the phonics of the word knot, and you got the boat energy here. Because that water stuff kept coming out. It comes out all the time. There's the flowers right there's flattery and stuff like that that's here. And gifts and bribes are out here. All right. Well, I just want to check some energy with you all and see what's going on. Somebody's nasty out here for somebody's case that's done some bestiality, and it's time for you to be put down. It's time for somebody knows about that. You really need to do something about that. You need to prayerfully do something about it. That's gross. Okay? Anyway, like I said, the Masons, they had that sculptured. So how many people are in that organization? That's a huge organization. You're consenting to bestiality, folks. To think about it that way, indirectly, you are consenting to that organization. You better break free from it, folks. You better open your mouth when they tell you not to. Speak forever, hold your peace. I don't know. But that thing's going to kill you if you don't get out of that organization. There's great judgment on that. There's great judgment on it. Anyway, because the judgment card is here. This is what come out. I'll see you next time. Shalom.